Justin, teams come out on Thursday now. Does that change your weekly preparation?
Not really. Most teams have coaching committees would have their team organised by then. I think it's a good thing. I think it gives us a bit of an insight into the opposition's teams, and I think something that maybe frustrated WA teams a little bit is that when we travel, our team gets well documented, but we don't get the other team until 24 hours later. So now we all get them at the same time. I think that's a good thing. It's good for the fans as well.
Is there going to be any surprises this week for fans?
No, Luke will come into the side. He got through training really well yesterday. So we'll welcome him back, which should shore up our backline even more, and look forward to getting one of our leaders back into the team.
Adam and Andrew did train with the team yesterday or today. Are they both fit to play?
Yeah. Ches has pulled up a little bit sore from Etihad, first game back, so we're just looking after him. Andy looks like he's given his calf a little bit of a tweak. So, he'll be touch and go, which is disappointing. Maybe the Etihad surface, harder surface, maybe travel and training on different surfaces for over the last 10 days has made a few of our boys pull up a little bit sore. So it's something we're going to have to look into.
So do you expect him to play, or is it?
I think Andy will be touch and go. Yeah, he'll likely be out this week. Yep. So we're still working through that. He had a scan last night. So we're still working through that, but at this stage, it's not looking great for him.
Is Adam expected?
Yeah, Ches will be right.
Has Etihad got harder? Got harder?
No, it's probably unfair on the surface. I think it's probably got more to do with when you're constantly training on different surfaces, that impacts the way you pull up, and your body doesn't get used to a certain surface. So that's probably what's affected us over the last couple of weeks. Well, it's not really. It's more the different types of surfaces you train on, whether it's firm or not firm. Your body tends to get used to training on a consistent surface. And when it's inconsistent, your body pulls up a little bit sore.
And how are you feeling about the Optus surface this year?
Good. Yep, our players have been pulling up well from it. Looking forward to getting back there. And I've got no issues with the surface. They've done a really good job at catering to our needs as footy clubs.
Buddy hasn't played in Perth for a while. Who gets first crack at him?
I don't want to give too much away. He's obviously a great of the game. So, we'll have a match up for him. Griff's been doing a good job, we feel. Coxie's done a good job as well. So it's really about playing to our system down there and making sure we gel as a group. I think over the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks, we've been a bit inconsistent with our personnel down there. There have been a lot of players in and out. We just really want to settle that back six down a little bit and get a bit of continuity and get them playing our way.
Buddy had a day out when he played at Optus Stadium against the Eagles a couple of years ago. How will you go about nullifying his impact?
It's a team effort. If we let the ball get in there too quick, no team's got anyone to defend him. So need to make sure we defend up the ground, get good pressure on the ball. And then just defend him as hard as we can. Like I said, he's one of the best players that I've seen. So, it needs to be a team effort.
Have other players pulled up sore over the last couple of weeks you've been away?
I've just been, they have, to be honest. And it's not something we can't deal with, but it's got Andy at this stage. Everyone else will get through and be right. But, it's just inconsistencies of surfaces that we've been training on, and that's an issue when you go and move your footy department to another part of the country. So it's not an excuse for our performances. It's just going to cost Andy a game at this stage, and it's just we've just got a few other sore guys, but nothing they can't deal with this weekend.
Does that open the door for Darcy Tucker to go back into the loop?
No. Well, we're a bit short on personnel down back, especially those high back roles. And like I said before, we want to settle our back line down and get some continuity. So moving Darcy back to the midfield and then Andy comes back next week and then back to the back line, it just doesn't help our continuity down there.
Could give Sonny a bit more time on the ball.
Maybe. Yep.
Did you get any clarification from the umpiring department or
Not yet. No. No, we've put a few edits to the umpiring department. We haven't heard back from them yet. And to be fair on them, they got sent not that long ago, yesterday. So I'm sure we'll have a chat at some stage today.
So you found some marks where they've been paid a lot like that a bit?
Or we just want clarity on what the off the ball stuff looks like and where we went wrong, because I think we've got to be really careful that we don't just talk about one incident and label our team and our players with off the ball tactics, because I think that can carry on to the next week, and we want to be really clear that we didn't think the off the ball stuff was there, and we want to make sure that we get a fair run this week. We don't want everyone looking at the job Caleb does and treating him because of one incident. So we just need clarification on a few different things.
It was only a few weeks ago there was talk about the Dockers not standing up enough physically for each other, and now it seems as though you've lifted that. And obviously,
I think it's both of them were over the top. We're sticking up for each other, and we'll continue to stick up for each other. I don't think on the weekend we went outside the rules, apart from maybe one incident, which they got well and truly rewarded for, and Darcy copped his whack at the match review panel. So we didn't get away with anything. So I'm just not sure where that talk came from.
Alex will play Waffle this week.
Yep.
And will he be on some minutes?
Yeah, he'll be on minutes. It's been a long time since he played. We'll get him down back. He'll play on a good forward for the opposition. We'll get a break a quarter, and it's a step forward for him to get back to the AFL team. We'll see how he goes this week, see if he needs 1 or 2 games before he warrants selection. But I'm really happy with the way he's going, and he's really pleased with how his body's holding up.
Forecast for Saturday night is very wet, and obviously had the Sophie out today. Do you change the way you approach the game?
Not too much, no. The way we defend will be similar. We want to play the game in our front half, so that our contest needs to be really strong. Maybe it affects how many handballs you have. You might need to just get it on our boot a little bit quicker, but sometimes you can go too far the other way as well and try and change your whole game because of wet conditions, and you miss opportunities that could present. And we actually prepared, got the wet balls out early in the year. It was going to be torrential rain, and then we got to game day and it was dry as a chip. So we just got to be careful we don't sell that to our players too early in the week.
What do you expect from Sydney?
Well, first and foremost, their work in the contest with their hunt and pressure's been up there with the best in AFL, and their ball movement from their back half's been really slick. So it'll be a dangerous forward line. They get the ball in there nice and quick too. So there's a couple of key things. We think we can match up well against them and really test them though.